Welcome back to my channel, guys. This is the Georgia, Colorado. In today's episode, we're going to be installing a hard tonneau bed cover, some tie-down anchors, a cargo net, and some bed rail stake covers. So let's get started. All right, so your bed cover is going to come with a few parts that are not installed. It's going to come with some extra, I guess you would call these locking caps. These are what sit between the bed. Comes with some extra swivels, a little plastic. I don't know what to call them, but they lock into place and they swivel. Comes with a few pads, and it comes with a strip of padding. Now, unfortunately, I failed to record the part where I use this. I thought it was recording, and it was not. This padding is about 6 foot when you initially get it, and what happens is it goes in your bed right here. You can see there's normally a gap right there between where the bed cover is and just that back railing. So that padding is going to go between the painted part of your bed and where this bed cover is sealing. That's going to keep water from coming in. Now what I've done, come over here, is I've just peeled it off and placed it right there. Super simple, and it just fills that extra gap right there. It's maybe a quarter of an inch tall, but this is going to fill that so that you don't have that hole there. Now another thing you'll see is that I actually use this padding to provide myself with the gap that I need between my bed and my window, or my bed cover and my window. And that was just enough room so that I have a really nice gap, and it seals very well all the way across. Now underneath the body, you'll see a little better what I'm talking about. That seal, that little gasket there, that seals right there. Now once again, unfortunately, I failed to record when I stuck that on. Thought the camera was recording and I didn't. But while I was doing that, I also locked in this piece here. It's literally just a knob. You just turn that in place and it tightens up against the body. Super simple application. And once you have everything where you need it, you just put this down. It swings. It's like locked into place right here, and it swings down, and then you just turn it. You turn it until it's tight. Super simple. Now, the bed cover itself has 2 latches, one on each side. Got fat fingers, so it's hard for me to get them out. There we go. Now, what I think is really cool about this bed cover, which was not advertised, they did not advertise this at all. If you look here, you'll see these, this little section here, it's LED lights. Just a quick button, and then you have lighting when this thing is closed. Now these just fold down, just like on the other side, and they lock into place just like that. We're going to pop these up so I can close this part of the bed. Pop that one up too. And it's just that simple. Alright, so when these are hanging, you just pull them into the 90-degree position, fold them into a place you want them, and then you just pop them down. Super simple. Super simple. Once again, let's bring you down so you can see a little bit better. We'll do this side as well, just so that you can see that. You'll fold it down, pop it into the 90, and it's just that simple. There's no way that you can say that this is a difficult installation at all. That bed cover took me 5 minutes. All right, so we got a few convenience items here. I've got a net that's going to go on the bed here so that I can carry groceries a little better. I got some cap covers. We got some tie-down rings. Let's open up these tie-down rings and see what we got. All right, so we've got 2 tie-down rings. Looks like it is just as simple as popping them into place where these holes are. And then, so you pop them into place where those little holes are right there. And then as you're tightening, these pieces will lock in and hold it down. All right, so these all come with a little gasket, a bolt, and a backing plate. Now the gasket, we're going to pop that middle piece out. It is not necessary. We're going to peel that little sticker side off of the back of the gasket. We're going to drop that down right there. And what that's going to do is it's going to give us a little bit of water barrier so that water doesn't get in where this seals to the body. A little bit of a cushion for a good seal. We're just going to repeat that process for all 6 of these. I believe I bought a 6-pack. And then that bolt goes in through there and screws right into that little hole. No big deal. All right. So next up, we're going to take this and put it that direction, right there. We're going to slide it in. And once we start to tighten it, it will lock itself into place. And once we get it up and down, like this manner, we're going to start tightening it while keeping a little bit of pressure on the back side, on the hook side. And then we'll have some little hooks for when we're strapping things down. That is just as useless as I expected it to be. All right, we're back. We've got a regular old wrench, not a ratcheting wrench. Tried to get fancy. It didn't work. But, all right. That's one. 6 more to go. All right. That was uncomfortable, but got the job done. All right, so now we have more hooking areas so that when we're strapping things down, or you'll see here in a minute what I plan on doing with this, we just have a little more convenience features. Okay, once again, we're gonna pop these little plastic things off. I'm using a knife, but some of you may care about your paint. I don't care because eventually I'll be doing bed liner. I'm thinking about going with Line-X, but a big part of me wants to also purchase all the stuff to line the bed myself. I haven't decided. Maybe let you guys decide in the comments on whether or not you want to see me go through the process and sand it down and show just how easy it is to spray in a bed liner, which is not too bad. I think the most difficult part of that to justify would be buying an air compressor, buying a hose, buying an air sander so that I can sand all this down, and taking the time to do all that myself. That would probably cost somewhere in $700 worth of materials, just so that I could show you guys how to do it, which is not too bad. If you guys have those materials at your house, you would probably spend maybe 150 bucks on the liner, and then it sprays in. Now the great thing about that liner is it is just as good quality as Line-X, but for me it just doesn't make sense to spend the money on that stuff when I can just go to Line-X and spend 450 bucks to coat my bed. just go ahead and get the hard one over with. Okay. All right, and it is just that simple. Really is. Took me 5 minutes to do all of this. No big deal. All right, moving on to the next thing I plan on doing here. This is a cargo net. Essentially, it's going to allow me to haul groceries without too much headache. And it comes with these little stick-on things. I don't know if you can see that, but it comes with these. They got 3M stick-on tape on the back side. I really wasn't into the idea of not using a factory location, so I put in those hooks there. But that's not the only reason I put those hooks in. That's for strapping purposes. If I'm hauling a load, I can make sure it's strapped well, and I don't have to worry about what's going on in the back of my truck. Let's set you guys up a little differently. All right. So this cargo net is super simple. It is just that. It is a cargo net. Nothing special about it. There are these little straps here, and at the end of the straps there are loops. I don't know if you can see those. Those are loops right there. We have all these as well. We're just going to pop those into the loops so that we can hang our stuff where we need to hang it. I'm going to put one here. Super simple. And one here. Okay, we're going to come back this direction with the strap. Pop that into place here. Pop this one into place just the same as before. Right here. So now when I go to get groceries, they can just drop the groceries in and they have somewhere to be where they're not just a problem, I guess you could say. Also came with this elastic cord that you can stretch through the bottom side of it and hook down if you wanted to. Now that just ensures that your stuff is hanging where you want it to hang. I don't really care for that. Doesn't bother me, it doesn't matter. So next up, one last thing that I'm going to be doing. You see here, we have these little holes in the bed cover, and I'm not sure whether or not with that bed cover here, I'm not sure whether or not that's going to seal properly, because it's going to leave a little bit exposed. I'll tell you what, let's just pop it down so that you could see what I'm talking about. So once we flip this over and lay it down, that little spot right there, I don't know if you can see, but that is not fully sealed. And I'm afraid there's a chance we might get water coming down in here, because if you can see right there, that is not sealed. That goes right into the bed. And I don't want any kind of water in the bed. I want to keep whatever it is I have in the bed, I want to keep that dry. So what I have done is I've purchased these little caps. Now these caps here, they just fill those holes. I got some that are a little more patriotic just because I think they look cool. There's no real reason why I chose this outside of that. We're just going to take these out, slip them into place. Now, it comes what this little, I don't even know what it is. It's kind of just a fabric looking material. I'm just going to put that on the side there. I'm assuming that will fill a void, maybe give us a little bit of space, make it easier to pop in and out possibly. I don't know. I'm just going to take that, pop it into place. All right, and let's move to here just so that you can see exactly how simple it really is. Okay. All right, so we're going to pop this in place and we'll see how it seals. Okay, you just drop it down in and then apply some pressure. That's it. You're sealed up. Water's not going to get in. Got a little plastic protector there. And now we have a hole that's filled. We don't have to worry about anything getting in our way in the future. I think that's pretty cool. All right, we just once again set that down. There we go. And there we go. It is sealed. In my opinion, it is really cool looking. I like that. I think that gives us exactly the look we're looking for. It's this little subtle hint of cool. I like that a lot. That's much better.